hard. God damn, man. What a fucking moron. God, I hate listening to stupid fucking people. Shut the fuck up, stupid ass fucking loser. And I'm not wrong to say people should go jump in a bathtub and get out the fucking razor blades. Fucking die, you fucking shit.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker.
This is part 2 of my Zachary Hubbard Decode. Zach is always talking about the Jesuits, also known as the Society of Jesus. And weirdly enough, Society of Jesus equals 56, and so does Hubbard. Governmental also equals 56. Hubbard also equals 133, and government equals 133. Zach claims to be a teacher before teaching people about gematria on the internet. Teacher equals 33, like masonry, the Masons, secrecy, and sweet lady. Zach's birthday is 7/21/1983, which has a date numerology of 111. 7 plus 21 plus 83 equals 111. Secrecy equals 111. Zach has a saying called Truth Matters. He actually sells it on merch. And Truth Matters equals 78. Zachary Hubbard equals 78. And Jesuit also equals 78. Zachary Hubbard matches in 3 of the 4 base ciphers with the Light Bearer. The Light Bearer is Lucifer, and sometimes is called the False Light. Zach seems to me like he is playing the character of a false hope. Zach likes to call his fans truth seekers. I like to call them Stockholm Syndrome victims. Anyways, Zachary Hubbard equals 66. Truth Seeker equals 66. Truth Seeker also equals 150. Illuminati equals 150. Zach has a book titled Number Games 9/11 to Coronavirus. It equals 351. Welcome Back Truth Seeker equals 351. Zach has another book titled Letters and Numbers, which matches in 3 of the 4 base ciphers with Society of Jesus. Number Games 9/11 to Coronavirus also equals 153. Jesuit Order equals 153. 9/11 to Coronavirus equals 201. The infamous 201. The Jesuit Order equals 201. Zach is always talking about how gematria is as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3, which I'm not disagreeing with, because it is. ABC 1, 2, 3 in Satanic Gematria equals 117. Central Intelligence Agency equals 117. Society of Jesus equals 191. 191 is the 43rd prime number. Hubbard equals 43. Zach currently has 4,811 Patreons on Patreon. He is making at least $4,811 per month off of selling scammy sports picks. And with that, if everybody has the Sports Enthusiast Pack, that is $5 per month per person, which is $24,055. Remember that one time that he said he was going to hire someone whenever the budget hit $10,000 a month?
I'll tell you what though, if this per month thing gets up to something like $10,000 a month, I'll hire a couple people. You know, then I can afford to have some employees. I'll hire Jonathan, you know.
$30,000 later.
Authentic. Right now there's 10,787 coming in a month. That's more than I need for myself. That's why I'm paying $1,000 a month for a website. That's why I'm saving the rest of the money for a future cause.
Huh. This guy is the biggest liar I have ever seen on the internet. Zach also has the biggest ego I have ever seen.
Honestly, imagine all that money had come to me. Me. And yes, I do say me.
Stop supporting this guy once again. All he is doing is robbing you. Not to mention he just bought a $500,000 house.
Why are you making that video, nutless loser? Huh? Why are you making a video about Jake Tapper, who makes over $1 million a month, telling people to go out and get the clot shot? Telling people to go out and get the clot shot.
There were a bunch of people asking for a part 3 of the Zachary Hubbard saga, so this is my final video on
this fucking Shill.
So without even talking about the interview, which he deflected and rejected almost every single question asked, and there weren't really even that many hard questions even asked, we can just talk about the numbers. Zach claims to have found gematria from a book at Borders bookstore. Now this very well could be just a 201 because, to my knowledge, I don't think Zach owns Borders bookstore. But it also could be speaking in code. The YouTube user by the name Greg Strasser left a comment on my video explaining how CIA COINTELPRO agent Zachary Keith Hubbard equals 201 and how CIA COINTELPRO honeypot gematria effect news equals 201 and reverse full reduction as well. He also pointed out how CIA COINTELPRO alternative media PSYOP equals 322 and LCH Kabbalah, but this is a pretty general term, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Also, Dudar is pretty funny. I've never heard of that one before. I believe Zach is running some sort of honeypot, for the reasons that I'm about to show you. I made a blog post on this, but I felt like I would include it in the video as well. A lot of people have also sent me some things that are pretty suspicious. Zach tends to say congrats to the winners a lot. A matter of fact, he even says it whenever he doesn't win. But anyways, congrats to the winners equals 267 and 111, matching with Zachary K. Hubbard, honeypot. Zach's book, Number Games, equals 118 and 46, matching with honeypot. So Zach released his second book, Number Games, on October 13th, 2020. From his 2020 birthday until October 13th, it was exactly 2 months and 22 days. Zachary K. Hubbard equals 256. If you multiply 2 by itself 8 times, it equals 256. The book was released on a day that leaves 79 days in the year. 79 is the 22nd prime number. I forgot to mention this, but whenever it's not a leap year, Zach's birthday is the 202nd day of the year. Zachary Hubbard equals 240 and 78, matching with Gematria Honeypot. Truth Seeker Network equals 256 and 104, matching with Zachary Hubbard Honeypot. There is a term used in the intelligence community called Tag, Track, and ID, or TTID.
One really interesting aspect of all this is that the gatekeeper channels and the Shill channels, typically these would be disinfo channels. Disinfo channels like Alex Jones, for example, has been a long time disinfo Zionist channel. Very, very active in deflecting people away from Zionism. Alex Jones talks about everything, but he never talks about Israel. So that is an active disinfo channel that's been around forever. What they created with these new gatekeeper channels is very truthful channels. They're very honest. They don't put out a lot of disinfo. They are actually legitimate. And that is done to give them credibility among these people who are awake, who are waking up. That was very specifically done, the documents to talk about that. Now I'm going to talk about what is the purpose of the whole operation. And the purpose of this is to put out truthful channels, to attract people to them. They call it tag, track, and ID. It is a term used throughout the documents, TTID. It's something you want to remember. This is very common throughout these documents. They're referred to it all the time. So what does that tell you? They want to tag, they want to track you, and they want to identify who you are. If you are watching these channels, if you are informed, if you are awake on these issues, they want to tag you, they want to track you, and they want to know exactly who you are. They want to know, and it talks about the tracking people's IP addresses through YouTube. They have access to YouTube. They do know who you are.
Zachary K. Hubbard equals 85. Tag, track, and ID equals 85. Are we really supposed to believe this is all a coincidence? Plus, he's pushing the suicide agenda.
And I'm not wrong to say people should go jump in a bathtub and get out the fucking razor blades. Fucking die, you fucking shit.
Just like the establishment pushing the euthanasia agenda for, quote, useless eaters. And Zach calls anybody that doesn't agree with him useless and retarded.
Suicide has a place. If you have no purpose in this world, I think suicide is a great option. Stop dragging down humanity with your bullshit. Stop wasting the world's resources. We see the power structures getting rid of people for this exact reason. Help solve the problem by getting rid of yourself.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of ridiculous how the majority of the gematria community idolizes this guy. It's just as dumb as a liberal or conservative idolizing Joe Biden or Donald Trump thinking they can do no wrong. So, continuing with the decode, the Jesuits' motto is, for the greater glory of God. For the greater glory of God equals 351 in reverse ordinal, matching with Welcome Back Truth Seeker in the title of his book, Number Games, 9/11 to Coronavirus. Now I get it. Most of you are going to say, oh, he did that on purpose. There is a user on Instagram that goes by the name We Are Woke TV 2, and he sent me these pretty interesting pictures. This is from Zach's mom's own Facebook. Do you see that? It's the IHS logo right in plain sight. He also posted this photo. Interesting. It says Greenberg. This is also on We Are Woke TV 2's Instagram. You can go look at it for yourself. It's pinned. I am definitely seeing a lot of similar things between Zach Hubbard and Josh Greenberg.
Also clued me in with the whole numbers thing was Skull and Bones. And then all this time it's like, well, in a way I kind of got the numbers. I mean, my name's not really Zachary K. Hubbard, and I didn't know that equaled 149 when I created that email account probably back in 2002 or 3 or whenever it was. I mean, my name's not really Zachary K. Hubbard.
Zachary Hubbard. Yeah. Josh, good to meet you. It's funny, my whole life people accidentally call me Josh. It's like I should have been born Josh. That's funny. What's your name, brother? It's funny, my whole life people accidentally call me Josh. It's like I should have been born Josh.
I didn't even bring up the connections between him and the network he's on called Truth Frequency Radio, as others already have. This is the last video I'm doing on this Shill. Looking back in hindsight, it is obvious this guy is a government agent. He is always talking bad about Christianity and Jesus Christ. He gets so pissed off whenever anybody mentions flat earth. And if you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you.